The following diagram shows the mixing of two liquids, X and Y. So you've got one of the containers having 25 cm cube of X, and the other cylinder is containing 35 cm cube of Y. And if we were to add up a 25 and a 35 together, it should give you a total of 60. Assume that there is no loss of liquids. The final volume of the mixture is less than 60 cm cube. Of course, when you add 25 and a 35 cm cube, it should add up to 60 cm cube. But what the question says is the final volume of the mixture is less than 60 cm cube. Now, of course, if you look at it, it states here 58.5 cm cube of the mixture. Which conclusion best describes the observation? So, option A says the use of different sizes of measuring cylinders, okay, affects the results of the mixing. Part B says the particles of X and Y pull tightly together, and as a result, the liquid mixture contracts and the volume decreases. Option C says the particles of X takes up the available space between particles of Y, which causes the volume to be less than 60 cm cube. Option D reads as the liquids do not mix well, so the volume does not add up to 60 cm cube. Now, when particles of the solutes get in between the particles of the solvent, the process is called dissolving. So the reason why the 25 and a 35 does not add up to 60 when you mix them together is because the particles of the solute have actually taken up the spaces, okay, in between the particles of the solvent found in the liquid Y. So option C says the particles of X take up the available space between the particles of Y, which causes the volume to be less than 60 centimeter cube. So it's like, if you imagine a room full of basketballs, and if you were to actually drop in, a bucket or two of, marbles, and where would the marbles go in? Okay, the marbles will get in between the spaces available between the particles of the basketball, right? So it is similarly, the dissolving is particles of the solutes would take up and occupy the spaces between the particles of the solvent, and therefore it will not add up to the exact amount when we dissolve them together. So hence option C is the correct answer.